How have you been? Nice to see you.
Ready for takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go! Orbit locked. Ooh, you just look at that view.
This is Freestar
We're
cleared
here,
space. All
hot
public
off
scan
the
your ship.
stellar slide.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Landing gear, check. Thrusters, check. Landing site, clear.
Hey, you might want this. See that huge shield? It's part of the power system. Lightning provides a substantial amount of Neon's energy. Some kind of checkpoint ahead. Let's let them do their job so we can move along.
Don't move, Nesha!
What the hell's this about? Cut the act.
Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Misha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right? Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayou's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it!
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Frank Rennick's all in a
I
twist
would
because
have
his
loved to
robot
hang
got
around
really
here
loud.
as a kid.
We had a good laugh about it.
Now I realize how dangerous that could be.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace and make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
If half the things I've heard about this place are true, then you should listen to him.
Good.
Yeah, we definitely won't cause trouble.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cause credits, nothing in Neon is free. Stay out of people's business until you can't. Be willing to let the small stuff slide. Don't break up a fight unless it's getting out of hand. Most of all, don't assume that badge will protect you. Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well. Come on.
Something for you.
That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. You learn quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here,
Stay safe, bud.
you understand that, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind, and you'll fit right in.
My brother worked at Stroud Equity. He said they must.
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
Doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
I'm feeling alright.
Hey, Billy, got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Gave me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
Go for it.
What do you need? A stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. Know what I mean?
Neon is nothing if not fishy.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them. I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
Sorry about your brother. Debt isn't worth a life.
Well, on Neon it is. The only one that matters around here, the Seoka Syndicate. They pretty much run the city. That being said, rumor has it that Emmett Goodman is on the outs, so they might not miss him much if he were to disappear. From where I'm standing, seems like our problems are intertwined like a couple of fuel lines in a thruster assembly. Hard to argue with that. This isn't getting us anywhere. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. I'm sorry, but this is my life we're talking about. If you were in my position, I'm sure you'd feel the same. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
The usual story you hear in Neon. The Aurora got him. He was so addicted he pawned off everything he owned. He finally got clean, but he was flat on his back, so he borrowed some money to start over. One day, I stopped hearing from him. A week later, they pulled what was left of him out of a hydroelectric turbine. It was ruled an accident, but I get the feeling he fell behind in his payments, and that bastard Goodman made an example of him. He's a greedy, manipulative son of a bitch who takes advantage of people that are desperate for money. Word is he's not pulling his weight in the syndicate, and his bosses are looking to cut him loose. It's probably why he hides in his warehouse with all those guards around. Oh, that's all.
Here's where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean creating Aurora out of fish guts, I guess.
I'm planning on renting out the ship to one of the supply routes.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. As long as you behave yourself and don't overstay your welcome, I don't see the harm in a quick visit. Here, this will get you in.
A new customer, perhaps? Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you? Ah, it's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
Wow. This guy's a real piece of work.
Now that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collection from family on the event of his passing. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it. But make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway? Well, I'm afraid that's just none of my concern. Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it. I'd like to think so. That is true. Yeah, I hope so. Well, that ain't wrong. Well, that's easy to promise, but I ain't sure you can deliver on what you're suggesting. You come walking in here drunk on your newfound authority, thinking I'm some small-time crook you can push around. Maybe it's time I show you how we resolve disagreements here in Neon.
Well, they don't need it now.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them at least 3 times now. They hit the bars, buy a lot of drinks, and talk up how great they are, how their unit almost won the war single-handed.
In other words, they're recruiting.
Yeah, pretty successful, too. The locals really eat up that former war heroes crap. It's been more than 20 years. You'd think nobody would care anymore.
To a lot of people, war heroes is exactly what they were.
I know what you mean. When I was a kid, my friends and I used to pretend we were 1st Cavalry soldiers fighting off imaginary UC troops.
A lot of kids played that game.
Did you talk to Goodman?
Well, have you got any proof?
When a ranger says they're gonna do something, they do it. Now start talking.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
I can't eat anything regardless of products. Everything else tastes a little funny toward them.
Sometimes that's just how things are.
I'm so behind on my work. When's the report due?
Never sleeps.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the
This
stuff or
place
not?
is like my second home.
Well, look who's here to spoil my day. A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. Oh, I'm listening with rapt attention, Deputy. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? Hey, all I did was provide them with transportation. They didn't say anything about where they were going or why. Look, I wouldn't have got involved if I thought anyone would be hurt. I've got no love for violence.
Not asking questions is just as bad as giving consent. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. I do want to make things right. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. It tends to make people uncomfortable. No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Seemed kind of shaken, you know? Didn't seem right I should pry, so I didn't. You serious? Take your pick. Money, reputation, the thrill of it. All good reasons. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the first, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you. He's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the first must take a lot of money. Sure, he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it. No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at The Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Suits me. I'm getting too old for this line of work. Besides, I'm going out on a high note. Ain't many can say they grabbed a ship right out of Hope Tech. Should make a good story for the kids one day.
Velocity's such a grab rush.
You tried Velocity yet? It'll change your life.
Good working with
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. I mean, yeah, they'll rob you blind, but at least they let you live. They're bad news, but compared to disciples, positive angels. Sure. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. I have a heart. Story of my life.
Be careful out there. These mercenaries.
Are you running on your technological lead? Then let me engineer this.
Shotgun!
Hello.
Clear, clear. Stable orbit achieved. We could stay here forever. Well, for a while anyway. Yes, we're here.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
I have something for you.
Sorry. Space Force is on.
Hey, Deputy.
Welcome to the Rock.
Look who it is. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? Yeah, I bet. It just sounds so exciting and so stimulating. Probably makes Aquila City look like the more boring backwater town in the settled systems by comparison. Alas, I'll have to experience it vicariously through you and the other Rangers. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Ease up on the throttle there, Deputy. You don't get to give me orders. But yes, I'll help you. See, cryptography's not just a hobby for me, it's kind of an obsession. Some people unwind by taking a vacation, others go out to a bar with friends. Me, I crack codes. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. It'll take as long as it takes. You can't rush a job like this. One thing I can promise you, though, is that it'll go a lot faster if I don't have to answer silly questions. You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie.
I need a word. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Grace Early? Yeah, I've heard the name once or twice. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief? Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I could give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. They said she was a child prodigy, which probably explains her arrogance. Even so, she was fiercely loyal to Major Hull. I don't think she'd ever give him up. If you find her, don't expect her to cooperate. There was a mech driver in the 1st Cavalry named Marco Graziani. He came from money, and when the 1st Cav got a reputation as the top unit, he transferred in. Rumor was that bribes made it happen. Marco had a knack for getting hold of anything we needed. There was talk the family fortune came from smuggling, and I believe it. He had this dream to become a wealthy businessman when he got out. But I guess that got put on hold when they locked him up. Like what? Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the 1st. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now, looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar collective space. So we've got no jurisdiction there. Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Your priority is to gather more intel about the 1st. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
place look cleaner than before? Huh. Nah.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that view in the sky. Red apogee, surrounded by stars and the vastness of space. Grav jump spinning down. Will you just look at those stars? Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
I have something for you.
Ma'am, I'm just a courier.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here?
About a year now, Doctor.
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you?
Yeah, the Marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. Yep, I'm pretty well caught up on things. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest.
Ranger Armistead. How have you been?
Well, well. Ain't you that notorious smuggler, Barrett? I'm just pulling your leg. I know you left that life behind.
You had a lot to do with that, Ben. You could have put me away for a long time, but you gave me a second chance.
Well, I always knew you were a good egg who just got mixed up in some things. Hopefully, you found a better path in life.
I've been working with Constellation for a long time. Better pay, but I still get to travel.
So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, every ranger knows it's important to trust your instincts. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Now, hey there, Ari.
Have a nice day now.
Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief. A little more the former than the latter.
Never a dull
What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues. The patient records database is acting up. Access is a lot slower than normal, and I have no idea why. I'll look into it later. For now, let's focus on your investigation. Huh. Well, we don't give the patients free access to our computer system, so I doubt that's related. Still, it's worth keeping in mind. So who's the suspect you're after? The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? That should be more than enough. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
If you're thinking about going into medicine, just be really sure before you commit to it. Really sure.
Okay, give me just a minute here. Maya Cruz. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally. Here we go. Oh. No matches found for a Maya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. I guess it's possible. Maybe I can give you another option. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace... what's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. Off the top of my head, yeah. That being said, we don't usually have a lot of patients staying here at any one point in time. Most people can't afford it. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
Hey there.
I look like I work here, right? A couple of patients didn't seem to think so. Situation.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
If you need assistance, please see Ari Miller at the desk.
Yes. What do you want? Yes, that's right.
I'm afraid we don't take walk-ins. If you want a room in our VIP wing, you'll need to make arrangements in advance. Even if that were true, which I doubt, access to that area is strictly limited. Who exactly are you? You could be Solomon Coe himself, and my answer would be the same. No. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Oh, to hell with this guy.
Do you need your hearing checked, Deputy? We have a machine for that just down the hall. I'm a busy man, so make it quick. That does help your cause somewhat. My focus has to be on the patients here at the clinic. You'll have to do better than that. I think I've heard enough. I've given you my answer, and I'm not changing my mind.
Yes. What do you want?
I'm sorry, but we don't permit unscheduled visitors to that area. You'll need to ask whoever it is that you wish to visit to make arrangements with me. Who exactly are you? And I require you to respect my authority as a senior doctor here at the clinic. The answer is no. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Oh, to hell with this guy.
I hope that means you won't be bothering me again.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
It's because they have little outposts.
It's everywhere. There were so many.
Every new alien pathogen we discover is just a little more job security.
If anyone knows how to contain infectious diseases, it's these fine folks. So I'm not worried, but I wouldn't mind picking up the pace.
Why they give her a wide berth? Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted in a space dust.
This place makes me feel awful cooped up. Oh, I miss having my hands in the soil. What?
This place is a far cry from Aquila City. That's for sure.
Mind your step.
Perfect.
Whatever you do, don't let anyone in here sneeze on you. That happens. We can't let you leave.
Pretty short. You got away with it.
Hello.
Hey, you might... Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you.